Hello, Earthlings! Zod here for Out of This World, and the following story is true but unbelievable. Ilara lived alone in a small weathered cottage on the coast of Newfoundland. In the summer of 2007, feeling nostalgic, she wrote a long, rambling letter to her childhood best friend, Leo, who had vanished into the Australian outback 10 years earlier. It was intensely personal, the kind of message you write for catharsis, not for posting. She sealed the heavy cream-coloured envelope, wrote Leo's full formal name on the front, and then tucked it into the pocket of an old fraying winter jacket hanging behind her door. She never intended to mail it. 3 days later, a freak, powerful northeasterly windstorm, the kind they said only happened once a century, ripped the coast. It tore shingles off the cottage roof, and when Ilara went to survey the damage, she found the back window of her bedroom shattered. The old jacket was gone. She figured it had been ripped from the hook and blown into the Atlantic, a casualty of the gale. 8 years passed. Ilara, now in Boston visiting a cousin, was idly watching a late-night news report about an astonishing discovery made by a team of archaeologists in the Negev desert in Israel. They had recovered what they believed to be an ancient carbonized scroll fragment from a recent meteor impact site. The reporter cut to a close-up image of the fragment. It was a shard of material the size of a coin, impossibly preserved by the extreme heat and pressure of its atmospheric re-entry. It was black and crystalline, yet a few strokes of pale blue ink were still visible. As the camera zoomed in, Ilara's heart seized. She saw the distinct sweeping L and the angular E of her own handwriting, followed by the familiar, unmistakable phrase, "For Leo," written in the formal looping script she had practiced in grade school. It was, they theorized, a piece of mundane paper sucked high into the jet stream, encased in ice, and then, over 8 years of circling the globe, swept up by a micrometeoroid cloud before falling back to Earth. They dismissed the writing as modern graffiti. Ilara, however, knew the true, terrifying, and utterly private story of the letter she'd tucked into a faded blue jacket in 2007, which somehow travelled 6,000 miles, briefly grazed the edge of space, and found its way back to the news feed of the woman who wrote it. Until next time.